Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the next unplanned installment of Maintenance Like a Mother. Today, we are dealing with a leaky Delta faucet. This is actually my second time having to do this because about 5 years ago, I went through all of this and YouTube wasn't really a thing in our house yet. But I did this in an upstairs shower. So I kind of know what I'm doing. I've already taken standard hacksaw. I don't even know what kind of blade is on here. It's just hacksaw. I've used it to cut hockey sticks in the past. And I've already hacked off the handle. I'm gonna show you here. So in behind here, there's a cartridge. So I wanted to expose it because I was actually trying not to cut off the cartridge. Now, because I'm being so delicate, because this is such delicate work, what that means is I've got more cuts to do. I'm ready. Remember these? I know, it's pretty awesome, eh? Let's get to it. I'm almost at the point where I am going to shut off the water. That's where we're at. I'm just going to finish taking this off, which will allow me to then take this off, and then there's a little sleeve underneath that we'll take off thereafter. This is like the critical point where you should shut the water off. You have to yell down to your husband who's in the basement to shut off the water line. Pro tip. Okay, so before you go and pull stuff apart, make sure there's no remaining water pressure or water sitting there in the pipe. Otherwise you'll get water in the face, and I don't really feel like having that happen. Now we can go ahead and try and remove this sleeve. Now this is the bonnet nut, and it is going to be a bee in my bonnet. As we try and get it off, I can just tell. Okay, so first I'm gonna try brute strength. If that doesn't work, then there's a pile of other things and tools that I don't have that I'll have to go out and get. That is a successful removal of a bonnet nut, which will now let me take out the cartridge. That will take a little bit of wiggling. Oh, there it goes. There's a cartridge. Very important step here. Now when you're installing these cartridges, there's gonna be a hot side and a cold side, but the cold side's not marked. So we're gonna go ahead and insert this. Put everything back together. We're gonna do it in reverse, and we might have to MacGyver. Yes, I said MacGyver. We might have to MacGyver the handle a little bit with some old parts that I have from a previous set. We'll see what happens when we get there. Prior to reinstalling the bonnet nut, I just gave it a little splash of WD-40. It's funny, WD-40 gives me fond memories and flashbacks of bike maintenance when I was a kid. It smells like my dad's garage. Ooh, who can I get mad at when I use my own face cloths for this? So turn the water back on, and you can see no drips. But something that's really important to do is, and I'll show you, especially if you have young kids, you want to adjust the governor. So to adjust, you can see it just says pull and adjust. Now with the water back on, I'm going to set the hot temperature, which is basically how far this will turn to the left when it's turned on. And I'm gonna do this before I try and reassemble everything. You can take these off now. All right, now that that's done, let's see if we can put together a handle out of all these parts and pieces. Shucks, I'm gonna have to run to the store. You see these? Those are the only two handle adapters that I have, because I use the one that fits on my previous shower fix. That took a little bit longer than I anticipated. Turns out you can't actually just buy those replacement adapters at your regular hardware store, and I did not feel like going to a specialty parts store because I ain't got time for that. So I had to buy a new handle. Not bad. It cost about 20 bucks more than what I intended, but have a new handle that I'll install, and then we will be done. New handle goes on like so, and you just tighten that baby with an Allen key. There we go. Careful not to over tighten, but yeah, I'm talking to you in the new shiny handle that I installed. But that is it. That's how you do it. That's how you fix it. That's how you use a hacksaw to fix your Delta monitor faucet in your bathtub. Only downside, my coffee is now cold.